My name is Ian Vacin. I'm part of Karbon, Practice Management for Accountants. My role is I'm the co-founder. I'm also the Chief Customer Officer and the interim COO, and Chairman of the Board, so there you go. My affiliation with Padgett is our entire organization is focused on helping accounting firms. And so we're Practice Management for Accountants, and we're not where the work gets done, we're how the work gets done. And so Karbon is the marriage of the high volume of communications and the high volume of work and scheduled work that accounting firms have to tackle. And so for the Padgett franchisees, and Padgett as an organization, it's about helping them get control so that nothing falls between the cracks and no deadline is missed. So that's what Karbon helps deliver. My advice to everybody here is that your firm is only successful as the way that you want to operate and work with clients. And your processes are more important. So your processes are what drives your efficiency and your success and your ability to do that month over month, year over year. That is absence of technology. Technology is something that you want to apply once you actually have a working system in place. And that system is how you actually get work done. And so you should always focus on what are the things that can drive success overall for your internal staff and for your clients. And then from that, look at the technology that might bolster that and make it more efficient overall. So I've been in the profession now for 20-something years. So I used to be at Intuit for 10 plus years. I led Xero for 3. I started this company 8 years ago. What's been consistent is talent is astronomically difficult. New folks coming into the profession are about 0.4, 0.6% per year, but the needs of clients have astronomically increased during that time frame. And that's driven with combination of COVID and the remote work that's going on. It's driven a whole change of how people have to operate. You just don't have enough staff. It's hard to find them. You got to train them up. But then you have additional needs that folks want. Small businesses needed PPP loans. They needed advice. They had cash flow advisory. There's been a never-ending tax season that's occurred for the last couple of years, and that's made people A, tired, and B, having to be a lot more resourceful. So we're in this sort of situation now in the industry where there's a lot of firms and a lot of people who are tired, who want to sell their practices. There's a new guard of folks coming in that are taking advantage of that, but there's always a shortage of headcount. And so the fact of having to be much more resourceful and where do you get that talent to serve that work, and how do you get that work done in scales that you wouldn't have otherwise done, we're in a pretty delicate change that's occurring at this moment in time. So we, fortunately, were in the right place at the right time. We started, we're a collaborative, cloud-based work management platform. And we started 8 years ago. COVID, unfortunately, was really rough for a lot of firms. And we were an enabler for those firms to be able to get through that hard time because you couldn't go to the office. You had to be able to figure out how to be able to support your clients in an all-digital world. And that's what we're all about. So for us, it's been, we've been just trying to keep up with the volume. We've been trying to keep up with the needs and the requests and the requirements in that. And we're part of that change that's starting. But there's a lot more that needs to go. A lot of what's happening is not necessarily the software and the technology, but it's change management. And for a lot of accounting firm owners, change isn't something they necessarily brought on at this sort of pace. It was every 7 to 12 years. They might make a big change to how they did things. But now it's coming at so fast that just to keep above it all is a lot of work for them. And so we're hopefully helping to simplify that and then provide advice and guidance on how to navigate those rough waters.